Today's meditation is a continuation of Vivekchudamani, the 10 verses of Vivekchudamani, which we are seeing in our meditation sessions. There are 10 verses which are all aids to meditation. We have seen from verse number 254 of Vivekchudamani, and today we are in the 6th verse. We are in the 260th verse of the Vivekchudamani. So far what have we covered? We have covered from 254 to 259. Today's verse, first let me play it and then we will discuss what it means. It's a very simple verse.
Ekamev sadaneka karanam. Ekamev sadaneka karanam. Karanantarani rasya karanam. Karanantaranirashya karanam. Karyakarana vilakshanam swayam. Karyakarana vilakshanam swayam. Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani.
So this verse, the essence of this verse is that consciousness is one. Existence, what we are discussing in chapter 1 of Panchadasi, Satchidananda, or the higher nature, or the Atma, it is one principle. And it is the cause for the entire world, which we see, which we experience. So whatever we experience as the world is the effect. It is a product. The products are many. There are billions of people in the world. And there are many, many objects in the world. The 5 sense objects are there. The whole creation is there. For example, if you have one sunlight and you have 100 pots, you can have 100 reflections. So from that one cause, you can have many effects. So when you're looking at the world and trying to understand the cause, you should say that Brahman is the cause. It is the cause of the body-mind complex, the perceiver, the feeler, the thinker, the objects of the world, the emotions, the thoughts. All this is nothing but different names and forms of one principle, which is called as Brahman. That Brahman is your nature. What happens when we meditate like this? Normally, our mind is thinking of all the limited things in this world. The mind gets used to thinking about the limitless nature. Only when we know that I am a limitless principle, I will understand that I am beyond time. I am beyond the cause. With reference to the world, I say that the Brahman is the cause. But with reference to itself, it is called as Karana, Karana, Karana Karya Vilakshana. It is not a Karanam, it is not a Karyam. And that is what I should claim it as my real nature. So in the meditation, what happens? You drop. Whatever you can drop by neti, you drop. And then what do we say? You have to say, after dropping everything, whatever is that nature, which you let it be any nature, okay? But it is not nothing. It is something. That's something you meditate on. And that something, when you look at it as it's from its own standpoint, it is distinct from cause and effect. That is what Shankaracharya is bringing here. And that is what is called as, the cause is called as non-apprehension of the reality. The world is called as the misapprehension. I mean, these are terms which are used in Mandukya, but this is how we have to drop our identification with the world. Drop the ignorance and say, Aham Brahma Asmi. Here Shankaracharya says, that Brahman you are, when he says that, it is a teaching for us. Like he said in so many other verses. It's a teaching that you are that, you are that, you are that. See, in 10 verses, in every verse, he ends the thing by Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Bhavayatmani means what? Let me think in that direction. I may not know what it is, but let my mind travel in that direction in the seat of meditation so that I constantly remember that Lord who is present in this body-mind complex. It is a divine principle because it is the Jagat Karana. It is the Vishnu. It is the Shiva. It is the Devi, which I pray outside in a temple. That temple, whatever I'm praying, I'm trying to bring it to in my own self. And Upanishads teaches me to recognize that Lord, who is the creator of this entire universe, in my own body-mind complex. That is the beauty of all these meditation verses. And once my mind learns to look in that direction, there is a tremendous transformation of the mind. The Rajoguna, the Tamoguna of the mind, they lose their capacity and they all become Shuddha Sattva Guna. Ultimately, we are still working in our mind, but making our mind pure. An impure mind is made into a pure mind by meditation. In a pure mind, you have to bring the knowledge. That knowledge of the Shastra, you have to bring because it is the Shastra is a Pramanam. You cannot have any knowledge without Pramana. Pramanam means what? The instrument. Our eyes, our ears, the skin, the nose, all these are Pramanams. But for that pure principle, which is beyond this world of time and space, to know that there is only one Pramanam, which is the Veda Pramana. Okay? So ultimately, I have to say, I am that pure consciousness. Please close your eyes. Keep your spine erect. when I look at my body, mind complex, it is a product. It is an effect. The cause for this body mind complex are the parents. My own parents are the cause of this body mind complex. The Upanishads describe the cause of this universe as Brahman. The Upanishads also help me to discover that pure Brahman or Sat Chit Ananda principle in my own body mind complex. I try to see the God principle in this universe in my own self. The obstacle to discover this self is my mind. The mind predominantly is with Rajoguna. Because of this, I say I am a doer of action, karta, and bhokta, the enjoyer of the result of action. The Veda tells me I am not this mind. It teaches me Tat Tvam Asi. It tells me I am of the nature of pure consciousness. By repeating in my mind, I am Satchit Ananda, I claim that as my nature. The dreamer becomes the waker. And says, I am the waker. The waker becomes Satchidananda Brahman. When he claims as the pure consciousness, I, the waker, claim my nature. Claiming is nothing but acknowledging my new status. By the knowledge of the Veda, I claim this new status. In my own mind, I repeat, I am pure consciousness. Deliberately bring this thought. 3 times repeat in your own mind. Om. 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacchade Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring back the awareness of your body by rubbing your palms. Gently open your eyes.